Ladies and gentlemen, a massive welcome to Chris Barnett up against Martin Buday this weekend. Chris, great to see you, man. You're the owner of one of the coolest knockouts I've ever seen in the octagon, the spinning hook kick. Do you feel like you've leveled up more than ever? I mean, I'm out in Asia. You've been competing out in Asia for a long time. You know this game, but do you feel like you're at your absolute peak right now going into this one?
No, I feel like I'm just getting started, to be honest with you. That's the beauty of it. Like everybody went nuts for that Madison Square Garden thing, and I was like, yeah, that's like Taekwondo 101, man. I'll say leveled up in a manner of mental state. There's times where you fight and I was coming off of a loss. You don't know if you can, oh man, am I hitting hard enough? Am I punching this and that? You know what I mean? So to get a knockout like that, you can't sit there and say it didn't make you feel better as a person. But yeah, man, throughout this camp, I can definitely say I leveled up. Like the fight was cool, but through this camp, the grueling camp I just went through, yeah, we definitely leveled up.
Have you changed anything? Like, have you got anyone new in? Have you just kept things the same?
Yeah, pretty much the same. Going up to the same gym. I'll say there's a guy named Warren Thompson. He's actually fighting in a bare knuckle fight, May 6th. We added him to the camp, and man, oh man, he's a monster. I don't have it anymore, but he he gave a black guy a black eye. It was crazy, man. But yeah, man. Now Warren definitely helped me out big time, and of course, my head coach Scott. He just putting in that work. But yeah, for the most part, we had new bodies come out. I can say that much. Big old guy, y'all be on the lookout for this guy named Austin Green. He's gonna be He's gonna be something. He's actually already signed to AEW wrestling. He got choke slammed by the Big Show the other night, but he came in and helped me out, big time. But uh, but yeah, no man, and like camp ran really smooth, So yeah, no, I'll say those two. Austin Green's like a 6'7", 300-pound dude. He's actually cutting down. I told him, give me about 2 more years before you cut to 265 because the kid's a monster, man.
Are you thinking about wrestling in the future? I feel like because you entertain, you're a great dancer, you're a great talker, you can do all the moves. That's it. You seem perfect for that. Is that on your radar?
It's crazy. You help out Austin, which he's already in AEW. I was like, hey, man, I throw you a little bone over here in this MMA. Throw me a bone over there in that wrestling, you know what I mean? So we'll see. I was actually supposed to be on a show in Tampa, Florida about 2 years ago. I forgot what ended up happening to it. But yeah, I was gonna I was gonna be out there doing it, which not to say that it's gonna be any different from MMA, except for I just don't have to make weight, I'll say, because those guys go through it. Man, they go through it.
What do you think of Buday? Have you had a good look at him? Because it's interesting, right? The guy's 9-1, but records can be deceiving. It's about competition face, right? I know that you face some tough dudes out there at Road and then Rising and what do you make of him as a 9-1 guy? How tough is he? Is it hard to tell?
I mean, I'm pretty much what you said. Not taking anything away from him because he's fought 10 people and he's won 9 times. One of the losses is to another UFC heavyweight, Espinoza, the guy who won the UFC the latest heavyweight tough challenge. That's his only loss, and it was an early loss in his career too, But I think that's the big difference between me and him from pretty much what you just said, the level of competition that we fought. I've been in there with some of the best, man. And then training wise, I don't know if he's training with some of the guys that I've trained with. I've trained with the Stipes and the Alistairs and the Jon Joneses and all those type of guys. Again, we don't know everything about him, but from what we've seen, it's like fighting a young Ben Rothwell, So we know what he brought to the table, and I've seen what young Ben Rothwell brought to the table, Yeah, man. We know he's a good fighter. You don't go 9-1 regardless if you're fighting chumps or not, because this is MMA. Everybody has a lucky chance, punching. So not looking down on his 9-1, because that's 9-1. Hell, I think I was like 13-14-1. You know what I mean? So it's the record is always cool, but we've seen it happen several times before. The undefeated fighter goes out there and gets beat, or the 9-1 fighter fights the vet and he's supposed to smoke him, but what do you know, type thing, So yeah, 9-1 is very impressive, but I'll take mine 22-7 with the people that I fought over that any day.
I didn't know you fought Jon Jones. What was that like? What is it that makes him Jon Jones, do you think? Why is he so damn good? And when's he coming to heavyweight?
I sparred Jon Jones. Yeah. But here's the thing. I sparred Jon Jones when I was like 300 pounds, right? And he was still a 205er. He threw me. He lat dropped me like I was 130 pounds. And I was like, yeah, you're different, man. You are different, man. Like it's going to be interesting him coming into the heavyweight division, but now that the heavyweight division is getting, I'll say, more athletic, like from some of these fights that I've seen, these guys are moving out there. You got the Ciryl Ganes coming in here with the footwork, and the Ngannou's out there speed wise. It's going to be very interesting him jumping into the heavyweight division. Honestly, I can't wait to see it. I hope they throw him up there in the top 5 quick, because ain't no reason for him to come back down this way. And stay over there. You good?
Who do you match him up with? If it's you, who do you put Jones against?
Oof, that's tough. Heavyweight wise, now I could. Me personally, I'd love to see him fight Ciryl Gane, because to me that'd be like a perfect Mortal Kombat Tekken matchup. You know what I mean? You can just put the CPU on and watch them fight all day. You know what I mean? Type thing. But that's a tough one, because he poses a problem to everybody. I've never seen him. Now I want to switch his style up. Now I know at 205 he was able to use the person's strength against them, like wrestling and all that other stuff. Now he's no longer going to be the strongest in this division. Now at 205, I'm pretty sure he was either, if not the strongest, the way he used his leverage, he seemed like he was the strongest. Length, he's no longer going to be the taller guy anymore. And it's different. Getting hit by a guy that's not twice your size, but a guy that's bigger than you and as long as you. It's a different. And then heavyweights land on you on that ground game. He ain't going to be on his back too long with a dude that's 265 or 265 that night at weigh-ins that comes in 280. You know what I mean? So I don't see him not being able to hold his own, but he'll definitely, anybody they throw at him, you're gonna have to do your homework and make sure you buckle up and eat your cereal that morning, man. Because Jones isn't he's no pushover. Then we're out there working with Henry Cejudo right now on his wrestling even more, and it's just like, ugh, just go lay down and then come fight. Go get fat and then come be a heavyweight, man. But nah, shout out to him for real. Like he's gonna cause some huge waves. Whoever they throw at him, I don't know who man, I'd like to just honestly, yeah, like I guess the Ciryl Gane, just so I could see it and take notes. To be honest with you, just watching them two fight, I know I'd become a better fighter just watching them two fight.
That would be a classic. Yeah, I agree with you there. Who in the top 5 do you think? Because you present so many different dangers. Who in the top 5 do you think you would be the biggest threat to? You got people like Tai Tuivasa in there who hits so hard, but could he deal with those? Your Taekwondo. Like, there's some really cool fights there.
The top 5, I feel like changes, like besides the top 2, pretty much changes. Those last 3, they go through it. I swear, like between Stipe, Tuivasa, yeah, now Bam Bam now. What's that? Tom
Aspinall 6.
Yeah, like
he's good.
Man, they're everywhere.
Derrick Lewis in there.
I would like to, you know what? Just because of the fans, literally, when I won my MSG fight, everybody was like, "Oh man, Beast Boy versus Black Beast." So just because, I'll just throw that one out there. Yeah, no, it'd be cool to fight Derrick Lewis. But like, you fight Derrick Lewis, you're basically fighting Bam Bam, because both of them could knock your head off in 30 seconds. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Just for ish and giggles, Ciryl Gane, because I like fighting fighters that I know are at the time better than me, because it's gonna make me become better. Like I believe in that whole Super Saiyan thing. You might beat me, but I'm gonna come back 10 times stronger. You know.
Are you on the game yet? The UFC
No,
game?
it made me so mad. Like I bought it and everything, and I was like, "Oh, Madison Square Knockout! I know they're gonna have me." Hang on, let me scroll down. Y'all got 4 Nate Diaz's on here, but y'all ain't got me. Y'all got 6 Kamar Usmans, but y'all ain't got me. I'm like, you know what? But no, hopefully after this one, they'll throw your boy in the game. And like I've seen so many fans do the creative fighter thing, and there's someone there that I'm like, yo, that's creepy. And then some, I'm like, guys, y'all didn't even try. Y'all didn't even try.
I got to be honest, man. I haven't played it because I got kids. But do you like? Can you press for like a celebration? Because I feel like that would be one of the coolest features. Number one, you got to do the kicks with you, but like busting out different celebrations would be cool as well, right?
Have like taunts and stuff.
Yeah.
And yo, you might be onto something. I might have to go put on a mocap suit and do my little front flip and whatnot.
It was very cool. I think I saw the interview with you that you did about how different you felt from Rothwell to Vellante in terms of, the crowd started giving you the pop, and that immediately your team knew that you were ready to go. Is nervousness just a normal part of the game that makes you kind of thrive? Like ahead of this one, do you feel like you're going to feel that again, that comfort out there?
Weird. Mentally, that's what I've been working on, because I know the Apex is a lot smaller. So that roar, that roar from the crowd it's not gonna be as much. I say that now than watch there be like, I don't know how many people in there possible when they're louder than MSG somehow. But yeah, like when I first fought at the Apex, you could hear a pin drop. It was the worst. Like you could hear, oh my God, I can't think of his name right now. But you could hear Bisping and who's the other announcer? Why can't I think of the other announcer?
Felder.
Paul. Yeah, Paul. You hear them
Felder.
over there just like, okay, here comes Barnett. He's coming down right now. Okay, and then Paul. Yeah, he's Taekwondo guy. Then when the fight started, I wasn't expecting to still hear Bisping. You hear, oh, Rothwell's tagging him, man, left, and I was like, hey man, you don't have to say that out loud. Clearly, everybody can see it, Bisping. But yeah, no, I think with a little bit of crowd participation in there this time around, honestly, and then mentally where I'm at, it's a big difference, So yeah, no, I'm pretty excited to fight back in there again.
Man, that Bisping impression's amazing. You just made him a Southerner, I feel like. Oh, Ben Rothwell. He's from Manchester. Like Ben Rothwell. Man, awesome. Yo, Chris, best of luck. I really appreciate the interview. It's been so much fun. Good luck, and good to see you, man.
Awesome, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Respect.